Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day before we begin the video. Please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. General Hospital spoilers and updates reveal Brook Lynn Quartermain, Amanda Seton, is set to receive some jarring news that she will find herself wanting answers for. She'll also find herself leaning on her husband, Harrison Chase, Josh Swickard, for support might she receive news that something's happened to her mum, Lois Cerullo, Rena Sofa. Lois and Brook Lynn had semi-made up before Lois left Port Charles to manage Allison Blaze Rogers, Jacqueline Grace Lopez tour. Lois had stopped by Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard, place first to say goodbye to him, and he helped her arrange for Brook Lynn to come to this place as well. Sonny wanted to help the estranged mother and daughter make up. Although Brook Lynn was still somewhat hurt and mad, both at Lois and her grandmother Gloria Cerullo, Ellen Travolta, there was at least a meeting of the minds between Lois and Brook Lynn. Lois was going across the world to manage this tour, and she wasn't going to be back for a long time. If something untoward happened to Lois, it would more than likely be due to an accident, but with Brook Lynn's grandma Gloria at her age, it wouldn't be unusual if she were to pass. That news would be jarring to Lois as well, and she'd likely rush back to Bensonhurst with a side trip to Port Charles to support Brook Lynn. Then the two, likely with Gio Palmieri, Giovanni Mazza, if he wanted to go, would go to Bensonhurst to make arrangements. Whatever the jarring news is about, Brook Lynn finds herself wanting answers to questions like why didn't she make up with her mother or grandmother fully while she had the chance? If either Lois or Gloria were to pass away, or perhaps be the victim of an accident, leaving one of them in a coma, Brook Lynn would definitely have regrets and tears. And of course she would lean on her husband. It hasn't been all that long since Chase lost his own father, Gregory Chase, Gregory Harrison, to the ravages of ALS, also known as Lou Gehrig's disease. With the news being jarring, and wanting answers, and leaning on her husband, we know that the news Brook Lynn receives is major and devastating. It definitely sounds like someone may die. But the question is, who is it? Port Charles is never without its share of chaos, heartbreak, and shocking turns. And this week, General Hospital fans may need to brace themselves for another emotional rollercoaster. Brook Lynn Quartermain, Amanda Seton, has been through plenty of ups and downs lately, but a new spoiler hint suggests that she's about to receive some jarring news that could send her world spiraling once again. The big question haunting fans: has something happened to her mom, Lois Cerullo, Rena Sofa? Brook Lynn and Lois have shared a rare, heartwarming mother-daughter bond that's been one of the few bright spots in the Quartermain mansion lately. From their heart-to-heart conversations to Lois' fierce support during Brook Lynn's wedding chaos, their connection has given viewers a beautiful glimpse of family loyalty that's often missing in Port Charles. But as GA fans know, nothing good lasts long in this town. When a spoiler teases Brook Lynn receives disturbing news, it doesn't take long for speculation to run wild that it could involve her beloved mother. Lois recently headed back to Bensonhurst to take care of a few family matters, but she's been noticeably absent from recent scenes, something fans have definitely noticed. Could Lois have gotten herself into trouble while away from Port Charles? Given her fiery nature and knack for attracting drama, it wouldn't be a stretch to imagine her crossing paths with someone dangerous or stumbling into a situation that puts her at risk. Brook Lynn's emotional stability has been tested time and again, and losing her mom, or even hearing that something terrible happened, could push her over the edge. Fans remember that Brook Lynn has already endured more than her fair share of loss. From her strained relationship with her father, Ned Wardykurth, to her battles with deception, betrayal, and family chaos, she's learned to wear a brave face. But the thought of Lois being hurt or in danger might break through all of Brook Lynn's defenses. What makes this potential storyline even more compelling is Lois' growing involvement in multiple Quartermain storylines before she left. She's been the peacemaker between Brook, Lynn, and Tracy, Jane Elliott, the voice of reason during the ELQ battles, and a grounding force for Ned, especially as he continues struggling with his memory and the toll it's taken on his family. If Lois were to suddenly disappear, become ill, or find herself in an accident, it would have massive emotional ripple effects across the entire family. Of course, GH fans also know that nothing is ever straightforward in this town. Something happening to Lois doesn't necessarily have to mean tragedy. It could be a health scare, an emergency back home, or even a shocking revelation that ties back to Lois' past in Bensonhurst. Given the show's history of resurrecting old storylines and characters, it's not out of the question that someone from Lois' past, like her ex-husband Eddie Main's old music associates, or even a long-forgotten rival, could resurface with bad intentions. Another theory gaining traction among fans is that Lois may be covering for someone, possibly even helping an old friend out of a tough situation. Lois has always been fiercely loyal, sometimes to her own detriment, and that trait could land her in a precarious position. Could Brook Lynn's shocking news involve Lois being arrested, kidnapped, or trapped in a dangerous deal gone wrong? There's also the possibility that the disturbing news has a medical twist. Viewers have seen several recent GH storylines explore sudden illnesses and medical emergencies. Just think of Willow's health battles or Sasha's heartbreaking struggles. Could Lois be facing a medical crisis of her own? Perhaps Brook Lynn will receive a phone call from Bensonhurst that changes everything, forcing her to drop everything and rush to her mother's side. Whatever the case, Amanda Setton's performance is bound to deliver emotional fireworks. The actress has proven time and again that she can handle heavy emotional material with grace and intensity. If Brook Lynn learns that Lois is in danger or facing tragedy, it could be one of Setton's most powerful arcs to date. And then there's the Quartermain angle. Tracy, Ned, and even Olivia, Lisa Lo Cicero, would undoubtedly rally around Brook Lynn in her time of need, and Lois' absence or crisis could unite the often fractured family. It's been a while since the Quartermains have come together for a storyline that hits deeply at the heart of their family bonds, and this could be just that. Tracy, in particular, might be forced to confront some hard truths about her relationship with Lois, and how much she truly cares, even beneath all that sarcasm and steel. Meanwhile, Ned's reaction could be equally intense. As Eddie Main, Ned has struggled to remember parts of his past, and Lois has been instrumental in reconnecting him with that side of himself. If she's in danger or hurt, it could trigger a wave of guilt and grief that pushes Ned to fight for her, and maybe even bring Eddie back to the surface in a new way. Could the storyline serve as the emotional breakthrough Ned needs to fully merge his two identities again? Fans online have already started voicing their theories. Many believe the show wouldn't hint at disturbing news for Brook Lynn unless it involved something big, something that would shake her emotionally. Social media buzz suggests that a major Lois-centered storyline might be brewing, especially given how much fans have embraced her return to GH. Rena Sofa's comeback was one of the year's most celebrated surprises, and viewers would be devastated to see her written off abruptly. That said, soaps are known for shocking twists that test even their most beloved characters. Could this be the setup for Lois' temporary exit, only for her to return later in dramatic fashion? Maybe she'll vanish under mysterious circumstances, leaving cryptic clues behind. Or perhaps Brook Lynn will receive a call that Lois never made it to her destination, sparking a mystery that could unravel over several weeks. The emotional stakes are high, and this could become one of GH's most memorable Quartermain storylines in years. If Lois' safety is truly in jeopardy, this could also open the door for unexpected alliances. Chase, Josh Swickard, would certainly stand by his wife, but he may also find himself helping Brook Lynn uncover the truth. Their bond has grown stronger since marriage, but nothing tests a couple's love like a crisis. Watching Chase comfort Brook Lynn through tears and uncertainty could give fans some of the most touching moments of their relationship yet. And if Lois' situation turns out to be tied to a larger GH storyline, perhaps involving Sunny, Maurice Bernard, Selena Wu, Lydia Look, or Valentin Cassadine, James Patrick Stewart, the ripple effects could reach even further. Maybe Lois accidentally stumbled into one of Port Charles's darker networks. After all, she's never been afraid to speak her mind, and crossing the wrong person could have dangerous consequences. Whatever direction the writers choose, this development promises to shake things up in a major way. Brook Lynn has grown so much as a character over the past year, balancing her ambitions, marriage, and family loyalties. And this next chapter could be her biggest test yet. She'll have to decide whether to stay strong for her family, or let her emotions take over. And if Lois truly is in danger, Brook Lynn might channel her mother's own fierce energy to fight back and uncover the truth. So what exactly is the jarring news waiting for Brook Lynn? GH fans are glued to their screens, waiting for the episode that finally reveals all. Whether it's a tragic accident, a mysterious disappearance, or a shocking confession, one thing's for sure: it will change the Quatermains forever. Brook Lynn's world is about to be turned upside down, and the aftermath could redefine not only her storyline, but also the entire Quatermain legacy in Port Charles. Stay tuned, GH fans. The coming weeks promise heartbreak, suspense, and possibly a reunion that will have everyone reaching for tissues. For now, all eyes are on Brook Lynn, the daughter who may soon face the hardest news of her life. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our YouTube channel for more update news.